Here is my latest update from my cervical, like, I'm on the Acdf vasectomy fusion, and I am actually 4.5 months out. I had it on January the 2nd, and today is May 3rd. So my updates are I'm getting better. It does take time. I'll tell anybody that. Um, there are days that I don't want to get out of bed, but I push myself. I feel like I should be further along, but I went back to the doctor about 3 weeks ago, maybe, trying to think, and said everything was fine, and it was just going to take some time. Any kind of way that you're having any kind of surgery on your spine, whether it's your neck, your lower back, any part that's dealing with the spinal column, just give yourself as much needed time as it will take to to get better. I had C4. Hold on, let me get it back. C3, 4, 5, 5, 6, and 6, 7 done all at the same time. So I had 3 levels of my neck done. Um, it was difficult, and if anybody else could have told me that I was going to experience something like that, would I have still gone through with it? Yes, I would have gone through with it, but I would have probably approached it a little bit differently, not going in with expectations to be up and doing like I was before I had to have surgery. Um, I'm not sure what's going on with my voice right now. I thought I had maybe it could be a case of laryngitis or something like that. I did have bouts of coughing and irritation and stuff in the throat. There was no need for me to go to the doctor, like for sinuses, because I thought that may have had something to do with it as well. But I just did the green tea and sucked on cough drops as I needed, and took a little something for decongestion because I didn't know where it was coming from, and got better. The cough is almost pretty much gone or whatever. But there are some times that I still have difficulty eating certain foods that's real thick, like potatoes or something like that, or trying to swallow bread and hot dogs, bologna sandwiches, stuff like that that deals with bread and like big pieces of meat. And then I have to make sure that I chew everything. What they say, 32 times to make sure that it's like all mixed with the saliva and stuff like that, so that it'll pass down. To make sure I have tons of liquids. Let's see. Oh, my scar. I don't know if you can see, but my scar is almost. I mean, I still feel it. It's almost pretty much gone. It's not as raised as it was before, and it's probably, like I said, probably about as long as my index finger. It itches a lot. I know we heal from the outside in. And do I still have problems out of my neck? Yes, I do. I do. I'm not going to say I don't. Limited movement. As of today, I can move a little bit to this, but when I go to this side, it's a little bit restricted. But that's to be expected. I do, let's see. This is probably about as far as I can hold my head down to my chest. I never was like able to put my chin directly on my chest, and holding my head back just a little bit. When I get to do that, I can feel like the pulling. I don't know if it's just like the muscles or the tiredness or whatever. Um, the center of my back, like right in between your shoulder blades, that can hurt a little bit. I do notice at times if I sit up for maybe a couple of hours or so, I'll have to kind of lay down to kind of, I guess, kind of take that pressure and stuff off of the spine. And let's see. Oh, what ended up sending me back to the doctor a little bit earlier, because I was supposed to go back like on the 20th or something of April or something like that, but I called to move my appointment up because I started having problems with my hands, which they were talking about doing surgery on them because they said that I had carpal tunnel, and it would come from the overuse of your hands. And everything that I do, I use my hands for. So when I went, and I just kind of made up in my mind that I refused to have another surgery. I mean, I didn't want my hands cut, and I was like, man, that means I was still probably now imagine not being able to use your hands for a couple of weeks and stuff, and being at the mercy of everybody doing stuff for you, if you know what I mean, bathing, showering, all that bathroom time, you don't want. So I went and I had the nerve conductor test done. The worst painful test. That is like human torture, being shocked alive. You're alive and having your nerve shocked, and fingers be doing this when they hit that nerve. So, and then getting stuck with needles and all that kind of stuff, to test I guess they did something with the frequency, the sound or frequency in your muscles and stuff. Well, make a long story short, um, I guess the best thing that the doctors could say was, um, it's not, we don't understand it, why you're still having the pain, but I guess like worst case scenario, because of the nerves and stuff that was compressed in my neck, it had a lot to do with the tingling in my hands. So, and they still kind of tingle. So you just imagine you're having three bones pressing into your spine that's pushing those nerves and everything. And so once that pressure is relieved off of them, now the nerves are still in shock. So it's still kind of misfiring, and or your brain will tell you that hurts, or this doesn't feel good, or that. So, but as it got a little bit better, do I still have problems with my hands? Yes, I do. From time to time, I just relax, take a break, not even worry about it anymore, just do what I do. Um, like my neck, back, it just depends. It just depends. It just depends. So, but sleeping, that can be a notion. Because sometimes I feel like when I get in the bed, I may be laying one way, and all of a sudden I can tell when I'm crooked. And when I'm crooked, it adds more pressure to my spine. So then I have to kind of like line up, and I feel something like my head doesn't belong to my body or something. Because even when I'm laying down, I have to seem like I actually have to take my head and straighten it up on the pillow, which is weird. I don't know if anybody else has had that experience, but that's been one of the things for me. Um, let's see, what else is there? I've only driven one time since I've had the surgery. Um, I don't think I'll be able to drive at this point because of the limited movement that I have to my right side. Because you have to check your mirrors. I think I could probably look in my mirror or whatever. Because I know, like, sometimes when I'm in the car with my husband, they'll say, "I can't look on that side." And that's what you want me to do. So I have to actually literally, like, kind of sit up and actually, like, turn my whole body to actually, like, look. But just doing it like, okay, I'm going to look to the right. That is as far as I can go. If I want to look all the way behind me, I have to actually, like, turn my whole body to look. And that's still even putting strain on this side of my neck. For as this side, like I said, it's sore. Like I said, I'm only 4 months out, and anything is going to take time to get better. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh, I do not like taking medication. I don't. I can't stand it. It just being out of control, not being in control of what's going on with your body and stuff. Now, every now and then, I may take something to relax, which is like the muscle relaxer and stuff like that. So when I take that out to kind of like get wind down from activities and stuff throughout the day, because I am always just, constantly doing things. I'm in school. I have a couple more weeks and I'll be done. Yay! I'll be graduating in June. Yay! So, the other thing is, hopefully to be done with my second book this year. I'm praying that it'll be sometime within the next couple of months. I should get done. Trying to write day by day. So that's one thing. And working on my products. I do have those out, all natural products for, natural hair, locks, all that. So yeah, it's still, like I said, you just take small steps. And one of the things that has actually really helped me in this is to know that God is a healer. and be thankful, and I've learned to do that. Be thankful in the process and just waiting. God has helped me get through. People can say a lot of different things and so on and so on, but I just say if it had not been for the love of God, I mean, where would I be now? And it just keeps me going. I mean, I'm healing day by day. I know God is doing something in my body. I mean, from day to day, something else is going on where I'm not as I'm not as tired in my shoulders, or today my back didn't hurt. You get what I'm saying? Or I got a peaceful night's sleep the night before, or I was able to take a nap, and that's a pretty, pretty, it's good. Like I said, some days are better than others. Weeks, so I just tell you to take it day by day, and if day by day is too hard, then go by hour. If I can just get through this hour. And another thing, we have to stop telling ourselves that we don't feel well, or we don't feel good, or we don't our head hurts, or our neck hurts, and just start speaking life over your body and things like that. I mean, I speak life over my body. I know God has already gone to the cross for my healing, so I don't say, Lord, I want you to heal me. I say, Lord, I thank you for healing me, and I just take a little by little. What we speak outwardly is how it affects. And I'm not saying that we don't have, because our bodies are designed to deteriorate. They get old. They get old. Um, and so, and I would just say this, baby steps, just one day at a time. When your body's telling you to rest, just rest. If you need to take a nap, just take a nap. I learned to like pillows. That is a big thing. If you use pillows and prop your legs up and put pillows like all up under your lower back and try to sit up. When you sit up or you slouch down like this, it adds more pressure or more tension to your body, the spine especially. I know my husband made a comment to me last night. He was like, he's sitting up in the car like that. And I mean, I had to raise the seat all the way up where I was sitting straight up. I mean, just straight up. And, my neck was out. I mean, I was like at attention, and I was like, do you relax? I said, but I am relaxed. I mean, it helps me. And when I feel like I need to recline or lay back, I'll let the seat back and lay back. So, what else can you do to kind of alleviate the soreness? Or you got somebody that can give you a really, really good massage. I mean, a really, really good massage. That is always helpful. I would say a licensed massage therapist that kind of knows about, different injuries and things like that. I mean, like sports medicine or something, and that, someone that deals in that. Um, I'm thankful because my husband, he went to school for massage therapy, so he's pretty good, and like, working your neck, and day by day I do little exercises, you know, just kind of stretching a little bit. Now this is the weirdest thing. Now I have limited movement this way. This is the part I can look this way. Now I can stretch my head going that way, but when I try to go to stretch this way, it's like it's backwards. Sometimes when I do lay down and if I'm laying down on my back and I like kind of turn my neck this way, I can feel like I think you guys can kind of tell how my voice changes. Like it's the squash of the vocal cords on this side. Um, One thing that I did not know, that I was not prepared for, when they actually made the incision, I didn't realize everything that is like centered right here in the front, like your vocal cords, your larynx, your esophagus, everything had to be moved over to the left side. I was going to say right, but left side, and for them to get to your spine. And see, I was like, what? All of that had to take place in order for them to get to my spine. Okay, I had what they used for my fusion was cadaver pieces and some other material mixed together in place of the three bones that they had to remove. And once they did that, they put the the titanium bracket in the front. Like, this is your spine, and we'll just look at this like this is a level here, this is a level, and this is a level. So in between these, they, like just looking at that, they took a piece out there, put something there. Took a piece out here, replaced it with something there. Took a piece out here and replaced it. Now once they did that, then they had to go back and take the titanium plate and put over the front of it so that they don't come out. And then put screws on each side. Screws here, screws here. So I think it's like a total of 6 screws, I want to say. They're very small. And after that, and once they do that, once you're all opened up and everything is good. So then now, guess what? They got to let everything slide back over to where it was. Then up under that, you have muscles and all that stuff under there. So they had to, sew up the muscle and everything. And then, I can't remember if I had stitches on. I don't think I had stitches. I think I had tape. I had tape on my neck. So, after they did all that, I think they used some kind of glue and put the surgical strips over the top. But I will tell you, this thing, it's just like the Dickens. I mean, it's just like really bad. And so I use like, sometimes I'll put Vaseline on it, and sometimes I'll use the vitamin E oil and just put that on there. And like I said, I try to keep it. Oh, something else. If you scratch it out, just like, like scratch it like that, and try not to like pick at it, because I mean it's healed. I mean, it's healed all the way. The outside, it's just like a little scar, but people don't even notice it. Or because when I first got it, I had it done, and after a couple of weeks, it was like raised up. Really, I mean, it was like probably about as thick as my. That's way it looked to me. It looked about as thick as my index finger, about that big. So, and you could just rub across. I was like, ugh. Now the other thing is, I'm still numb here and here. And I think that's about it. But right up under here, it's almost like like Zephyr when you go to the dentist and they stick you with the Novocaine, and you can feel it in after a while. Like that feeling, that fat feeling that you get. That's what I feel in my neck. Let's see. I just pray that you just take it easy. Like I said, I'm only 4 months out, so February, March, April, May. This is May, so it's only been 4 months. And like I said, I just take a little bit at a time. I try not to pick up anything that's too heavy. I can't wash dishes. I can cook. I can do certain things like that. I have yet to shampoo my own hair. So that's a task within itself. I haven't done that yet. Not looking forward to it. I think, even before I had the surgery, I had to have assistance because I have like a lot of hair. I mean, I have a lot. This is my hair. So, yeah. But like I said, just baby steps. Just think about a woman being pregnant. It took her body 9 months to get to the place where it would actually, so it could be preparing for the baby's arrival. And after she has the baby, most people think you should drop back down to your size within 3 weeks. I mean, some can. Wow, great. But a lot of others, no, it takes some time. So with any surgery, it just takes time. It just takes time. It takes time. It takes time. Like I said, I do have days that I am like, I can't hardly move. And I just stay in the bed all day. And I just lay down and I just rest. Then there are days that I feel like I want to run a marathon. And I go with it. I'm not going to say I'm going to run a marathon, but I get up and I do things. So, but like I said, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to send me an email or a message on my page. I ask you to subscribe. I know my videos are like long overdue, and I'm trying to get there to like put them up. And so forgive me for that. And today will be May the 13th, May the 3rd, 2014. And like I said, you can hit me up on Facebook, or my email address is Danielle_Taylor2006 at yahoo.com. And also, you can hit me up on my YouTube page. Like I said, just subscribe, subscribe, and tell your friends to come by and check it out. And I'll try to post more videos concerning my progress and how everything is going. And this is Danielle, and I am signing out. And may the peace of the Lord be upon you in this season. And over and out. Toodles. I can't even say toodles right anymore, but toodles.